Welcome to The Pew, starring C. Ashley Brown Lawrence, Javis Mays, Monique Walker, and Ron Todd. Get ready. We discuss everything on The Pew.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Pew. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are super excited and have an amazing show for you. So y'all know how we do every week. We need you to do us a favor and make sure you begin to tag and share. Can y'all do that for me? Make sure you begin to share this broadcast because it's going to be absolutely amazing. Now, listen. I know you're looking at the Foursquare and you're saying, hold on, I see some new faces. All right. So first of all, let's welcome the always lovely C. Ashley Brown Lawrence. Woo! Yes, yes, yes.
What's up?
And he is no stranger to the gospel music industry. A lot of us know and love him. Mr. Montre Tisdale is in the building. He's filling in for Javis Mays tonight. And listen, I don't want you guys to start clicking off. Don't you do it. Because I know y'all miss Mama Mo. I know y'all miss her. We all miss Monique Walker. She is working really hard tonight. You know, she's helping her daughter with her wedding. And there's so much going on. We love you, Monique, but we have a great fill-in for you tonight. Listen, this amazing person is a television personality. She is an amazing author. She also is the CEO of DC Media Connect, and she happens to be my first cousin, Angel Livas.
Hello.
Hey. So let's jump right into it, y'all. I'm so excited. Let's say hello to our audience who's already in the building. Melanie D. Robertson says, hey, my Pew family. Hey, Melanie.
What's up?
Aaliyah, I see you. So you're making like a smiley face and a wave. Okay, I got it. All right, cool.
That's cute.
We got Latori Griffin Gibson says, blessings, Pew family from Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
That's the Berg in the house. Hey.
All right, we got Yvette Brown. She says, hashtag Pew Crew. What's up, Yvette?
I love that hashtag. I love that Pew Crew. That is so adorable to me.
I do too. Renee Rogers, hello, Pew family. Hey, Renee, thank you so much for being here. And I know you already got us. I know you shared it already. Thank you so much. All right. Yvette Brown said, done. I knew you shared it already. Thank you so much. Latori shared. Thank you. Ray Robertson, I love everybody. And guess what? We love you.
We love you too.
Does God love everybody? Yes, he does. Thank you for asking. Lenitra, a rehearsal is in a session. A rehearsal is in a session, and the lovely is sitting on the pew. Oh, that is hilarious. Yes, we know. Leave her alone. Renee Rogers says, yes, it is done. Colby Bolton says, hey, Pew family. What's up, C. Ashley Brown Lawrence?
What's up, Colby? Our Pew family, our Pew crew is so loyal.
Listen, you guys are
some of
so
the
loyal.
dopest people ever.
And we want you to know that we really appreciate you guys. Like we were literally supposed to be on like 20 minutes ago, and you guys wait and you're still here. You're still coming in. So we don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for bearing with us. You guys know how crazy our lives are sometimes.
Right.
So we doing the best we can. All right.
We are.
And we appreciate y'all hanging with us. All right. So let's just jump into it. I want to get to Ashley because I know Ashley's got a lot going on. She just got back in town. So Ashley, what's going on with you?
Yeah, like you said, I literally just got back in town about an hour ago. And that was one of my choir members trying to get me together. I'm going to get her when I get in now. But I'm at my parents' house right now, about to have a vocal focal. I call it a vocal focal, where I do it without being in the actual church walls, but I do it in a room that's got good acoustics so I can focus on the vocals. and work on our blend and all that kind of stuff. So I have a vocal that I have to do in a few minutes. But I've been in Atlanta for the past 2 weeks with my husband. He is still on his nursing assignment. He'll be home for a couple of days, and I'm still skinning and grinning about that. But
y'all been having a good time doing it till you're satisfied.
Listen, honey. Honey. The Lord is good, honey.
The bedroom is undefiled, huh?
Ain't it? Ain't it? Whatsoever bedroom. Praise God. No, but we've been having a good time together. It's just really great to be able to just like have fun together and hang out. You know, he's my best friend. So we have fun together as a couple, and as you know, like we hang out like homies. So it's really, really fun being with him.
I'm sorry, Ashley. I cannot stand Ray Roberson right now. Is there such a thing as Trinity?
Oh, baby, now them the kind of questions you gotta wait on us for.
Wait, we're not even ready yet.
Yeah, we in the intros, baby. You gotta let us dig into it. Let us put a dent in the show first a little bit.
But let's go to Larico Arian. I hope I'm saying that right. Says, hey, Pew family, I'm a new member. Thank you, new member. We love you for that.
New member, welcome.
Oh no.
Yeah. Mr. Kevin Moore is here, and it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Kevin!
Happy birthday, Mr. Moore. He's one of our very faithful Pew crew members.
Yeah.
We appreciate him so much. So we hope this is a very blessed and happy birthday for you, sir. We love you.
We might have to have Ashley sing. I was gonna say I can't, but Ashley, I know you your vocals is real warm. You might have to sing them a happy birthday.
That's what we're gonna do. You just gonna put me on the spot like that? And if I say
you
no,
about to get ready for your vocal. You getting ready for your vocal? This will be the test.
I am.
Look, he says, "Yay!" He's ready. Look.
He put me on the spot. So if I say no, then I'm a jerk. So that's terrible.
You grand if you say
that's
no.
really, really terrible of you to do. I'll do it though. Mr. Kevin, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kevin Moore. Happy birthday to you. And
hey. Happy birthday, Kevin.
Yes, ma'am.
You got a whole serenade.
Say what?
He got a whole serenade.
I know, right?
You see, did nobody try to jump in there with you?
Not one of y'all helped me. Not one of y'all helped me.
Cause you know what, I wasn't gonna mess with that.
You had that, girl.
I wasn't gonna even try to mess with that. But you know what's so crazy? Montre and Angel, what I really love about Ashley, you know, we've seen her on these big stages, you know, on television, and we've seen her at the Potter's house, and you know, we've seen her on the road with Hezekiah Walker, and you know, she's just really becoming this renowned songstress and just amazing, phenomenal singer. But what I love about her is she doesn't just drive a song. All right, we got to be clear, because we see her drive a song and whip that hair and stomp and pumps, and you know, we see her do all that, but she can flat foot sing just like a hymn. And if you haven't heard it, let me show you.
My soul loves Jesus. My soul, I wish I had a witness in here somewhere, loves Jesus. My soul, it loves Jesus. I'm only here to bless his name. He's a wonder. I wish I had some church folks in here. In my soul, my God is a wonder. He's a wonder in my soul. My God is, he's a wonder in my soul. Will somebody bless his name? There is a name I love to hear. I thought we were loving on him tonight. To sing his worth. It sounds just like music to my ear. The sweetest name on earth. Can somebody help me sing? Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, yeah. How I love Jesus. How I love Jesus. And I love him because he first, because he first, because he first. He loves. He really loves. Anybody else glad that he loves you? Anybody else glad that he loves you? Anybody glad that he loves you? Anybody glad that he loves you? He loves me. He loves me. Somebody give God glory. Somebody give him glory. Tell 2 or 3 people he really loves me. Tell somebody he loves me. And I'm glad about it. I'm glad about it. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy of it. But he loves me.
My God, my God. Woo! What can we say? What can we say about the C. Ashley Brown Lawrence?
Don't play with the
Nothing.
kids. She don't play.
She is
just doesn't
anointed.
play
Okay.
fair. And I actually hate her. Just let me put it out there. I hate her.
Wow.
I hate her.
Well, dang.
I've always hated her.
That's how I feel, Angel. What about
She makes me sick.
Wait, but these comments. Oh my gosh. Wait. First of all, let's go back to Larico, who says, "How do you have a whole Baptist fit to a birthday song? It just happened."
People play too much.
And then,
I mean,
Court Frazier says, "You better work that song with the music note." My mother, Bishop Todd, says, "You better sing."
Hi, Mama Todd.
Kevin says, "Shake my head in a good way."
wow.
He says, "I love a squalor."
Oh,
Period.
my goodness.
There's no gospel in
My
her.
God, hallelujah.
That's crazy.
Yes, Renee Rogers said, "I'm dependent on you. Download the song
Yes.
today."
Come on, fans.
You got that already. Make sure you do that. Latoya Griffin Gibson says, "Throw a shoe at her." You,
ow.
Ron, where'd you find these people? They are so amazing.
Dangerous.
Aren't they? Well, speaking of amazing, Montre, you're pretty amazing yourself, man.
Yes.
And
You can
I'm
skip
super
me.
excited about what you've been
You
doing.
can skip me. I'm just here to hang out.
And you know what? But I will tell you, Montre, I remember, and I feel like I can speak for the world. I remember when the world fell in love with
For the
you.
whole
And
world.
I think it was like years ago, probably like 2013-ish. And it went a little something like this.
Bless them as we please welcome them to the stage. Montre Tisdale Johnson and the Friends Chorale.
All I want God to do is search me God, and whatsoever you find in me, there shall not be. My only desire is that you would take it out and then strengthen me.
It was How Sweet the Sound, 2013. And I remember seeing you and I said, that young man is going to be amazing. You guys were amazing then. and you're amazing, even more amazing now. But I tell you, I really enjoy even that throwback. I love a good screamer.
Hold on, wait. I got a question. Which one were you? Were you the person conducting? Was that him conducting?
He was the director.
Okay, can y'all hear me? Am I muted? All right, I'm good.
Girl.
No, he's saying that he's trying to say that he was bad, but he was the director, the one on his knees at the end doing that.
No. But wait. I want to talk about you dropping it like it was hot. Like I saw like a couple drops about good 10 times, like in a row, back to back. Did anybody else catch that? Because
yes, that is the way
all I'm gonna say is I thank God for growth. You know how when you're young and a kid, when you're young and a kid and trying to find your niche, who you are, your purpose, you go through those kind of things. And to this day, when people be like, "Oh my God, maybe from how sweet the sound," I always be like, "Boo."
So how have you grown then? What would you say is your biggest growth?
Everything.
Not boo.
Okay, so have you grown to this point?
What
has been that level of growth?
Absolutely.
I enjoyed it. The first time I saw Montre do his thing, he was very, very aggressive and exciting and incredibly like I can't get the words out because I'm half asleep, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like he really was an expressive, passionate director. There you go.
We miss you too, Mo.
We miss you too, Mo.
Auntie Monique, I miss you, girl. You fine.
Oh. See, we keep telling her that every week.
We keep telling her.
She fine.
Now the young
girl,
boy, I gotta tell her.
I love you.
I hope she believe it now. A little youngin' than told her.
See.
Oh.
Hey, Pastor Darlene Bell. She said one of my favorite songs.
Oh, yay. But yeah, Montre is really, really an amazing director. He has an amazing choir. He's got a song run called I'm Alive. Some kind of way I'm gonna steal it from him.
She gonna have it. No, she got a song on
whatever.
He got a song on a new record entitled Just For Me. It's going to wipe you out.
I'm so excited about it. I'm so very, very excited about it. Like,
so
I'm honored.
Montre, tell everybody where they can get your music.
It's available on Apple Music, Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, Pandora. If you got some food stamps, I'll send you a hard copy of it.
Man, that's so funny.
We're in a pandemic. It's hard for artists. So
now that's pandemic. That's pandemic right there.
Change. I'll send
you You know what?
You know what? And you know what? I'm so glad that Pastor Monique chimed in. We'll get back to you, Montre, because listen, if your hands are dry, if you need anything like I do, make sure that you grab your Elvania hand and foot cream. You just go to elvania.com and you can grab it.
How do you spell that, Ron?
It's ELVONIA. Can somebody put it in the chat box for me too? ELVONIA, elvania.com. Make sure you grab your Elvania. It will, listen, it'll get you lathered.
Hey, Ron,
butter.
Hey, Monique, does it help with dry skin? Because I got a little dry skin on my elbows.
Yes.
It does, for real. I cannot get rid of it. I've been using baby oil. It is still dry. Hey, Monique, I'm going to call you tonight.
And, you know, speaking of Monique, you know, even though she's not here, we're going to give her a second chance. Listen, when she gets to that high, yeah, it's over. We love you, Monique. We holding you down.
Love you.
So now, Angel, I
Yeah,
want to
I'm
get
the
you.
only one that I'm not singing nowhere. I'm not directing nowhere. I ain't in the fires. I'm not preaching. So let me just give the precursor before he say wherever he about to go with this. I'm not y'all. Okay.
But you know what? You do some things that are really remarkable. Like you have an amazing book that I want you to tell everybody about.
Yes. So I have a couple books, but my book that just came out, I guess like a week ago, it's called Side Hustle to Main Hustle, and it's all about helping people transition into full-time business entrepreneurship. So anybody out there who is looking for something like, yo, I'm ready to start my own business. I'm tired of doing and going to work and trying to figure this thing out and all that. It's a great transition book to help you build a business.
Awesome. And where can they get the book?
Anywhere books are sold. So Amazon, you can go to my website, angelandlivis.com. You can go to Barnes & Noble, BAM, Indigo, any of major book retailers. Even small bookstores should have it as well.
Awesome. Listen,
Thanks
and
for the shout out.
Absolutely. You know what?
That's
There.
something that I ain't doing. I ain't wrote no book.
See.
That's girl.
See,
You got
and
the
I
voice.
just learned how to read and write my name good.
Listen here.
You're so stupid.
Now, Angel, you have another amazing event that's coming up. Can you share a little bit about that as well?
Yeah, so I have a nonprofit called The Woman Behind the Business. Y'all, I'm all about business. So anything business related and elevating your business, starting a business, like I am so keen on that because I think it's so important, especially for Blacks. It's just important for you to have your own. You don't have to worry about anybody telling you or dictating, like taking it away. It's yours. You're building it, you're manifesting it, and you're creating a legacy for your family and your loved ones. So, the retreat I put on every year. It's called Behind the Business. This year, I partnered with Tamar Braxton, and the retreat is going to be March 20th and 21st. It's called Lucky 21, and it's all about helping you get to that next level. Everybody had a hard time last year. 2020 was a beast. Even if you were blessed and highly favored throughout 2020, there was some aspect of it where you had to really dig deep and figure out some things. I don't care who you are. Like, I just believe that to be true. And for 2021, I think that it's all about like, okay, well, how am I going to get and enter into my winning season? How is this going to be the year of expectancy, and how am I going to manifest everything that I know that God has created for me so that I can walk boldly in my purpose? This retreat is created for you. So we have panels on business, tech, entertainment. Tamar has invited her friends to talk about like how do you like really push to the next level in the entertainment industry. Business wise, how do you scale your business? How do you grow and start your business? So we have Tamar Braxton. Actually, Ron is going to perform during our prayer breakfast. We also have Cora Jakes Coleman, who's going to do a word for us during the prayer breakfast on that Sunday. And we have a lot of like just very powerhouse people who have agreed to join us and bless everybody who participates. So to check that out, just go to wbbtalk.com, W as in boy, B as in boy, TALK.com.
Awesome. I'm really excited about this event. And I love the fact that I feel like it's you always do things that help give back. And help bring knowledge. And I think a lot of times even when we get into the music industry, any part of the arts, it's not enough to just enjoy what you're doing, but you got to know the business behind it. We've seen even through some of the Lifetime movies, but we've seen where entertainers were broke. I mean, traveling the world with platinum records, but not getting any money. But it's really because they didn't understand the business. So it's these type of, seminars and things that you're doing that helps people to understand the business so that they can not just enjoy what they do and, travel the country entertaining or speaking or singing or this or that, but they actually understand the business behind it.
Absolutely. Yep. That's my passion point.
Very,
I
very.
like that in you, honey. Congratulations on all of your endeavors. I wish I lived close enough to come support, but
It's virtual. It's virtual.
Oh, I missed that
It's
part. I'm sorry.
Virtual.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'll be good
Anybody
then. I'm
can-
straight.
Anybody can tap in and participate. It's 2 days, and like we're doing a talk with Tamar on the opening day. I also produced Tamar's podcast called Under Construction. We're going to do a live taping of Under Construction from the set. And like I said, it's completely virtual. So right now I'm in LA, but I live in DC. And
Ooh, you're all
so
over the
Ron's going to
place.
be tapping. Yes, crazy. But Ron's going to be tapping in from Detroit. So yeah, like wherever you are, don't feel like, oh, I can't get there. COVID has made, is one of the blessings of COVID is that we learned how to function outside of being in the house. You know, we've been able to adapt and really pivot. So this is one of those pivot moves, and I hope that everybody check it out. Check out the website, get your tickets early. Yeah, it's going to be a blessed event. Definitely.
Awesome. I see Christina Todd
Thank you,
said,
Christy.
that's awesome. I plan to attend. Great. Pastor Darlene Bell said, yes, extremely, to know the business aspect. Great point. Absolutely. Pastor Darlene, I'm going to make sure that you have the information because you're also an artist and you have a radio show and television show. So you're perfect to go. And listen, everybody, maybe you don't sing or you're not an actor or you're not a television personality. That doesn't mean that this isn't also the forum for you as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's really something for everybody here. So I think that anybody can register and be a part and enjoy it. One more time.
It's all about entering that winning season. It's all about entering your winning season. If you want 2021 to be your winning season, then this is the event you need to be at. I always tell people like this. When blackjack or anything about transitioning and really implementing change, it takes the number 21. And this is what? 2021. So in my mind, if you want to win, just like you do in blackjack, what number you got to hit?
21.
Oh, y'all don't know. We the
21?
two saved and sanctified crew.
No,
like
no,
y'all don't know how to play blackjack.
I plays it on my phone still, and I still love the Lord.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
know.
And speak in tongues while I play.
I still goes down to that
I fishes
casino.
for that 21. Yeah. Yeah.
I still go down to that casino.
Now I ain't say I be at the scene. I don't know. I ain't saying that I be at the scene. Now, if you a dark-skinned man with long hair, a hoodie, and sunglasses, I don't know who he is.
I was saying, hey, Ron.
Be right on down there having a good gospel time too.
Speaking in tongues the whole way there.
Okay.
Everybody
Everybody, God
lose
bless
their money.
you at 21. Everybody's like, oh, shut on the nah. Thank you, Jesus. So
Just pay your tithes, saints.
Okay.
Pay your
That
tithes.
That
10%
God
of your
just want his question.
right.
Render unto the Lord what is the Lord.
I'm telling
Praise
you.
Him.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Ron, I am so
I give him-
sorry, but
I
my
know.
husband just came in here and gave me the evilest look.
You gotta go.
Because he just started my rehearsal, so I'm gonna come back in here when I get a chance.
Okay.
But I just had to come in and say say a little something and meet everybody and say hey to the Pew crew.
And jangle
Love
the
y'all.
bangles. Come on.
Yeah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
We'll see you in a few.
All right, I love y'all.
Love you too. All right, guys, we're about to jump into some hot topics. I get really excited about hot topics. Now, did you guys see the video that was swarming around? And I don't know if I have it queued up, but it was swarming around. It was the guy who was singing about Let It Rain. He was singing
Oh,
Open
Lord
the
Jesus,
Gates of
yes.
Heaven, Let It Rain. But then he started talking about how he was wet and he
And
was
damp.
moist and damp. And so, you know, I'm trying to figure out how far is too far when we doing these ad libs, okay?
Too far.
Because, you know, some
it
people
got a little confusing with what he was talking about.
yeah, and some people are saying, well, it's only nasty if you have a nasty mind. But he's saying let it rain, but what you talking about? I'm wet. I'm wet. I'm real wet. Always been wet. I stay wet. It's like what? Wait, what are we doing
I'm
here?
moist. Who uses the word moist in a gospel song? I'm moist. And then he went to I'm damp. You damp?
I
Like
said
what? What made you damp? The Holy Ghost?
the floodgates of heaven got you wet. I was so confused, and it took me to a place that I just don't. Kevin Moore said that was too far. I agree.
I agree.
Kevin. But it was the background vocals for me. It was them repeating it. Like, really, y'all just gonna repeat whatever he say? Y'all ain't gonna stop and be like, wait a second.
But and what they were saying, they were singing sarcastically. They were like, "Wet, wet, I'm wet." It was like their voices sounded like, I can't believe I'm singing this. Like,
oh my God.
Wait, Court Frazier says right outside of talking about cakes, just wrong. What? The thing is, people were not always saved. I understand that, but you're supposed to be redeemed. So I'm confused. Redeemed from the hand of the enemy. So
that part.
So what? I mean, Renee Rogers said a hot mess.
Renee, you my girl.
Yeah.
Aaliyah says they was like wet.
Yeah.
wet. Like they were. Like they seemed like it felt really awkward for them to even sing the background vocals. It was something, y'all.
I think we should just kind of think about what we're saying as you go.
Right.
I'm wet is totally too much.
Inappropriate.
It's inappropriate. It's gonna be a no for me.
Like rain, okay, but all the extra.
And I've heard people, go on with the line, I feel the rain, blah, 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 blah. But,
and then the whole, I love you, daddy, blow kisses to daddy, all that. It's a no for
I
me.
missed that one. Where was that?
People,
that was in the same video?
Oh, yeah. I always hear praise and worship leaders say, tell your daddy something good. Tell daddy something good. Ooh, daddy, I love, like, I think we should have some boundaries with these ad libs.
Yeah. Oh, right. He said, Kevin Moore says, I'm saying those lyrics take the saints back because we weren't always saved. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait,
Absolutely.
it takes us back to you mean mentally it takes us back to
well, it puts you in a different frame of mind than what you're trying to be in.
I think he's saying, like before you got saved, maybe like the worldly you or something like that.
Right.
There's a lot of us still teetering.
It's
So maybe he's trying to appeal to the teeter-totters.
I guess. I mean, I was flabbergasted.
She's definitely friends with Tamar. I love her.
Listen, I was flabbergasted. Back to our lives before salvation. Absolutely.
All right.
I mean, and don't get me. But that just shows you people don't have a ad lib language. They don't have a prayer language.
We need an ad lib filter.
They need an ad lib filter. But when you know the word, you're fine because when you're singing a gospel word song, you just speak the word. You don't have to make up crazy innuendos and talk about sexual things or whatever.
But he was in it, y'all. He was feeling what he was saying. I don't think he thought there was nothing wrong with it. That part. Yeah.
He really should have.
He
What's
really
our next hot topic? Because
and I'll tell you, can you, Angel, you've sang in church growing up. You've sang in church growing up and something like that. But can you guys remember a time when you've ever been in a choir or aggregation growing up or whenever, when you got a song off the fly and then you gave it, either you were the person that gave it to the choir or your choir director gave it to you and was like, okay, these are the lyrics and I want us to go out and sing it right now. And you're looking like, huh? Mm-hmm. Like you mean like right now you want me to go out and sing it? Like,
ready?
Like Like I'm not, but yeah, I have you been there, Montre?
So many times.
I can remember being in Tampa at this huge concert, and I mean, it was a huge, the biggest concert in Tampa. All right, and I mean, I was there with some other really well-known, great gospel singers doing this concert, and I remember Gerald Haddon, he was the MD that night. He's like, "Listen," because we were all doing these songs that the pastor had wrote. He's like, "So I have these lyrics that I need you guys to sing before this night is out," and we like, "What?" And the lyrics was, "I'm gonna praise you while I wait." And so we like, what are we gonna do? He's like, listen, I'm gonna just start playing it, and I'm gonna just start playing something, and y'all start singing. We like, what? Mind you, this is a huge, major event. He just gave us lyrics and says, I'm gonna play music, get up there and sing, but you cannot leave this concert without singing these lyrics because I forgot we were supposed to create something for it. So we like, what are we gonna do? Look at what happened, y'all.
Oh, come on, put your hands together tonight. We going home. Come on. Real simple song. It says, listen, I'm gonna praise him while I wait. I'm gonna praise him while I wait. May look crazy, may look crazy, may look strange. I'm gonna praise him. Now come on, here we go. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Clap them like you love Jesus. Clap them like you're born again. Come on, let's hear one more time. I'm gonna praise him while I wait. I'm gonna praise him while I wait. Come on, let's say it. May look crazy. May look crazy. May look strange. May look strange. I'm gonna praise him. I'm gonna praise him while I wait. Hey! I'm gonna praise him while I wait. I'm gonna praise him while I wait. May look crazy. May look crazy. Oh, may look strange. But I'm gonna praise him while I wait. Come on, Auntie. I'm gonna praise him while I wait. I'm gonna praise him while I wait. Oh, they look crazy. They look crazy. They look strange. They look strange. I'm gonna praise him while I wait. Oh, I'm gonna praise him while I wait. Oh, I'm gonna praise him while I wait. Oh, they look strange. They look crazy. They look strange. I'm gonna praise him while I wait. Oh, I'm gonna praise him while I wait. I'm gonna praise him while I wait. They look crazy. They look crazy. They look strange. They look strange. I'm gonna praise him while I wait. Everybody look at somebody and say, neighbor. Some of y'all ain't moved all night. Look at somebody and say, neighbor. Did you know that your praise confuses the enemy?
God.
So listen, that's what happened. So I mean, it's me, it's Lisa Knowles, it's Lisa Page Brooks, it's Beverly Crawford, it's Kurt Carr, and we like, how are we going to get through this song? Wow. And yeah, so so I mean, it happens, but we have fun with it, you know. And so I miss those times though. Like I miss those crazy spontaneous moments where it's just like you get that adrenaline rush because you're just pushed out on stage to do things. It's kind of like how I do plays and stuff too. Like that's why some people like I hear like, oh, I love theater and I love I love film and I love commercials. But what I love about theater is that rush. So I guess I'm having a moment. Yeah, I miss that rush. You know, even right now, like we've been talking about virtual and how
so
like
wait. I'm about to interrupt you, Ron. Okay, so we should be able to give you some words. And you should create a song on the spot.
Let's go. Don't play it.
No, I'm about to give you some.
Okay, I got you.
Montre, what's a word? You give him a word, I give him a word.
Run.
Okay, so run, tell that to Jesus.
And you want me to make it into a song right now, right?
Go right now.
You ought to run, go tell that to Jesus. Run, tell that to him. You ought to run and tell that to Jesus. Oh, run and tell it to him. Run and tell it to Jesus. Yeah. Run and tell it to him. That's all I got.
Hey,
But you did that.
he did it. He did it.
What y'all think about that? What our viewers think of Ron's improv of Run Tell That to Jesus?
I like it.
I like it.
It was not prepared. It was not prepared, Yvette.
Listen, they all said,
All right now.
that's so churchy. All right now.
Right. That was a fun little game, though. We'll have to keep that. When Ashley and Monique are here, the real singers.
Right.
Oh boy, bye. You mean not us, not I?
Basically. Because he already
your
know
real squad.
thing.
Okay,
I can give you
so
some producing ideas though.
yeah,
That was very nice. You ought to charge him for that. That was pretty original.
I'm telling you.
Angel, pandemic, you better get your coin.
Yep.
Listen, you gotta
I do
get on
for a
what you
living. You
can.
already know.
Right. Okay, so the next topic, we got to move on. Thank you, Kevin. He said, I like it. You came through. I tried. I sure tried my best. Don't want to be looking crazy. No. So the next thing we want to talk about, though, guys, is and Angel, you probably know about this because you're into news and media. So everybody's talking about these stimulus checks. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And the news is stating that, there's still talks of a third stimulus check. However, there's a possibility that it would be contingent upon your income level. So if you, make over $75,000 a year, then you wouldn't qualify for the stimulus check.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that it's still like a toss up. It hasn't been decided upon. But my question to the panel, as well as the viewers, thank you, Pastor Darlene, is I'm curious, do we think that's right? Because, it's funny how I think that people can count other folks' money.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is just because I'm at a certain tax bracket doesn't mean that I don't have responsibilities that either match that, or that doesn't mean that I have responsibilities that wouldn't yield me needing a stimulus check,
Some help. Mm-hmm.
or some assistance. Correct.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I just feel like in this pandemic, even those who make 6 and 7 figures and more, have gone through, they have taken hits. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they've been impacted. So why is it that we feel like it's okay to, or what do you guys think?
So,
Go ahead.
oh, okay. So I'm just gonna just give a little backstory. All of the previous stimulus have been the same way. This one just may have a little bit more focus. If they're now saying that 75, you make, let's say 75,000, that you won't get anything. The other ones, it was a decline. Like you didn't get as much as everybody else. So I think that I agree. Everybody has been impacted. I know specifically you are an artist, or you're in that creative space. You've been heavily impacted, because you can't go out and you can't perform. You can't do all the things that you were used to doing. And so, I don't know, like I get it, but I also, I don't know, like I feel like if you're going to help, it needs to be across the board and equal.
Right.
I think America is supposed to be like equal opportunity. And just because I may have been making $200,000 last year when I did my taxes, that doesn't mean that's what I got right now.
Hello. That's what I'm saying.
Hear?
No, I'm saying hello. Like that's what I'm saying. Yes, exactly.
No, you can hear. Montre can't hear. You can't hear him whispering. I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear Montre. Can
But
you
go
hear
ahead,
us
Ron.
now? Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I mean, even if you made good last year, let's say you were able to make it through the pandemic, okay, doesn't mean that that's where you are currently. But not to mention, like, I know for me, just on a personal level, he'll probably fall back in. The more money that I make, my lifestyle tends to kind of be centered around
more.
That.
Right.
I spend more. Yeah. So let's say I had a good year last year, but like you said, that doesn't mean I have a good year now. Not to mention, doesn't mean that I'm still not hurting. I'm not still feeling the effects of the pandemic, because trust me, there are different ways. There are different other streams of income that have been affected through the pandemic that I did include in my lifestyle. So even if I got $1,400, somebody may be like, "Oh, well, that's not even one of your paychecks. Stop counting my money, because you don't know what I can do with that $1,400."
But what I was going to say is, if I'm used to, being on a $15,000 a month, income, you giving me $1,400 or you giving me $1,200, it's really not going to help a whole lot. And maybe that's how they're looking at it. Like, because some people, like, they look at it and that money gone like this. And like, I mean, I can say for me, if I get $1,200, like, and this is what I don't like about how it is broken down. I'm not even going to talk about me no more. I'm going to switch this up a little bit. Is if I am suffering, if I can't pay my bills, if I can't pay my rent, I'm having a hard time, getting food.
What is $1,400 going to do?
What is $1,400 going to do for me? And it's not like a consistent $1,400. It's not like it's a one time and then it goes into this whole debate about when it's going to happen again. So for me, for the people who are really in need, not even the people who have money and they're doing all right and they're able to pivot and make some things happen, I'm concerned about the people who are really struggling and are really like, I'm grateful for the $1,400. But I really can't do anything. I'm rationing this $1,400 because I don't know when I'm going to get some more money in my pocket. Those are the people that I feel for, because it's like, what's your solution? And $1,400 ain't it.
It's not it. So, I mean, why do you... but do you think our country has enough money to do it, like, on a monthly basis?
So I think that the country is opening up to the point where if you can, and I feel like it's a catch-22, right? So even if you say, hey, you can go get a job at a fast food restaurant, but you got kids, schools are closed. All over the country, schools are not open everywhere, right? So if your school is closed, somebody needs to be at home with your kids. How can I afford to go work at McDonald's, have somebody take care of my kids because they're at home, and I need to make money? So it makes it like a catch-22. So even if you tell people, well, go out and get a job or file for unemployment isn't even what it was before.
No.
Who can make it off $120 a week? I can't.
Right. Yvette Brown said that is so true. People in Congress/Senate feel that we are like them. They have plenty of money. We should already have it. And if they give us from their budget, we will just waste it. Kevin Moore said that's true. $1,400 is really not a lot of money, no matter what your tax bracket is.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's not a lot of money, but I just feel like it shouldn't be a matter of whether you think people need it or not, or they can use it or not. Because even though $1,400 is no money to me, you better believe I'll find a way to use it.
Right. No, absolutely. And that's why I say, for me, it's the people who are really, really in an unfortunate position right now. And I feel like it's a lot of people in our country that are in that position. Everybody can't be as fortunate where they can work from home and manage their children. Like, I got 2 small kids, but luckily, like, I have a business, and my kids have been used to, when mommy is working, this is how you need to behave. So I have those issues like a lot of other people. And it's like, okay, well, how do you manage and keep things afloat and keep your kids where they're going to actually go to the next level? Because there's a whole lot of kids I don't think they're going to make it. I'm just being honest. I don't know if they're going to make it to the next grade.
Well, that's another thing because, obviously we're still very, very much so in this pandemic. COVID is not gone. As a matter of fact, there's new strands now. And so a lot of states, however, are wanting the kids to go back to school. And I'm the first parent to say, I get it. I completely get it. I don't want my kids to fall behind. I don't want, I understand the importance of them socializing and getting that, those social skills, if you will, that we gain from being around other people. However, I will say this, for those parents who are acting like, oh my gosh, my kid is not going to make it because they're going to school at home. There are people that have been homeschooling their kids for years, or there's been online schooling for years. So stop that. Okay. Your kids will live, trust me, if they go to school at home. Now, is it my preference as a parent? No, because there are certain social skills that our kids do gain from being in the classroom with other students.
And working out, because I know my kids got a little chunky in this last year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And just moving around, carrying them book bags up and down the stairs and going to gym class. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we have to do what's in the best interest of our kids. And I just don't think that our country is quite there yet. I mean, vaccines are getting out very quickly, especially here in Detroit. And I'm hearing that we're like 9th in the country as far as the number of vaccines that are getting distributed. We're at about 2. I have gotten the first dose.
Yeah. Ooh, Montre, how about you? Did you get the vaccine?
It keeps getting sold out here. They started off only doing it 65 and up, and then only frontline workers and school teachers. And with me being none of those, I couldn't get it. But now they just start distributing it to everybody, and it keeps getting sold out. Like, I've been on the waiting list maybe like at least 2 or 3 weeks. Then they'll call on the day I'm supposed to get it and say, hey, we got to reschedule you, because we're out of the vaccine again.
Yeah.
To wait another 2 or 3 weeks. So
what about you, Angel?
So I mean, I will. I think I needed it out at least 3 months. I need to see a 90-day trial, so I see how it impacts.
And I tell you, Angel, and don't get me wrong, I felt like pure D crap the day after I got it.
Well, because I feel like, honestly, like when I first heard about it, and I know that there's different companies that have it coming out, I felt like it was like those, y'all remember those? Or maybe y'all haven't seen it. The like mesothelioma commercials.
Yes.
Like, if you got this during, like that was the first thing that came to mind. I was like, oh, this is too quick. Let me sit back. And I travel a lot. Like I said earlier, like I'm in LA right now. But
I think you're the prime candidate to get it though, because of your work. Like I think, you need it. And now I know Johnson & Johnson is coming out with one where you only need 1 shot, but it's only about 60%.
But even the ones that are already out, these new strands, they really don't defend against it. So what are you injecting in your body, and how many times are you gonna have to get a vaccine? Because as many times as this thing's mutating, like those are my concerns. But this show ain't about, and I don't want to be the conspiracy.
I know what you mean. I just that is something that I'm thinking about too, because I was hearing on the news that with this new strand, even those of us who have gotten the vaccine may have to get a booster shot that will then make you immune to that one. So, I
just feel like there's a lot of stuff being injected in people's bodies. That's just me. And I heard something about it's supposed to change your genes or something. Like, are you about to make me look old? No, man. I gotta wait. I need a little bit more time.
Yeah.
What our audience think? Like, what are the comments saying? Like, have y'all got and I think it's great for older people. You know what I mean? Like, if it's going to give you that extra shield of protection,
Sure.
makes sense.
Because their immune system is usually over 65
Easily
or over
compromised.
60 even. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm with you there. So Yvette Brown says this will be like the flu vaccines where you will have to take it yearly. Oh, absolutely. Because this thing is not going anywhere. So I think at this point, and you guys, I mean, tell me if you disagree, but I think at this point it's kind of like they're trying to get enough shots and arms to where there's enough immunity so we can start trying to get back to some sort of normalcy.
Normalcy. And
Yeah.
I don't get the flu vaccine either. It's just me.
I've got it the last 3 years. Yep, I've got it the last 3 years. And I think, I do think we have a good year. I would say a good year before we start seeing anything close to normal.
Like a whole nother year or this year?
Oh, a whole nother.
A whole nother year.
Because first of all, you got to think about it. Because think about it. I mean, you just said, Montre, how hard it is for you to even get an appointment for a vaccine. Now, Detroit, you got to realize Detroit's gotten 2 million needles and arms, but we also were a big hotspot. People were dropping like flies here in Detroit. So the areas like here and some of the other states that were hotspots, New York, they're getting shots and arms a lot quicker than some of the states that weren't as bad. And don't get me wrong, every state was bad, but then there were places that were like Detroit, which was just oversaturated with people.
Montre, where are you?
I live in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, you guys weren't a hot spot at all.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, but we still had it.
Yeah. But not like, New York and Detroit, California. Yes. And then even Florida started to get really bad. They became a hot spot for a little bit. So, yeah. So they are doing a good job. And kudos to, can we just say, those frontline workers, those nurses, those doctors, the National Guard. Like in Detroit, when I went to get my vaccine downtown, the National Guard is there. When I tell you they are there and they are guarding and they're helping the nurses, but that's a lot of work. They're sticking a lot of arms, thousands and thousands of arms on a daily basis. They're on their feet. They're not sitting. They're on their feet. They're getting vaccines. They're sticking arms. They're working with people who are having reactions. And I mean, some of these nurses, they're not young either. They're retirees that are there, and they're just doing their part to try to get this, to flatten this curve. And I think that's applaudable, really.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the comments. Deborah D. Brown says, I'm in New York and it was a hot mess. Still is.
Wow.
Now, Deborah, do you think, because I know in Detroit, our issue was for whatever reason, Detroit had this mentality to me, and I'm speaking for me, so allegedly, that, that if you...
From the ignorance.
Well, it's like, because you're my good friend, you couldn't possibly have it. And because you're my cousin, our parents have the same parents, you couldn't possibly have it. Oh, you're my mom. What? You couldn't get it. It's like they had these mentalities like they were in denial that they're I never would have thought in a million years that our first cousin would have died under a year ago from COVID-19. I mean, and I'm not talking about a senior citizen. This is someone in their 40s. I would have never thought that she would have died from COVID-19. But at the same time, she's my cousin. So it's not like I love her any less or I love any of my family any less. But what that showed me is that nobody's exempt. Nobody. So in order to keep you and me safe, I had to use some precautions. When there were times where I did have to be around people, or when I do, even now, I put my mask on.
God, yeah.
So what I do, and I think what I was saying about the ignorance in the beginning, especially, a lot of people did not think Black people could contract COVID. A lot of people thought, oh yeah, this ain't this for white people.
Yeah.
And so I think that caused a huge, like, in that beginning phase, like, it was spreading so quickly because people were ignorant to really what this was. Now, and even when I travel a lot, and get together with friends, like, we do rapid tests or we do tests ahead of time before we travel together, before we even, if we're renting a house, before everybody comes in the house, everybody has their test results. You got to show it in order to get in the house. Because
That's
what I
right.
don't want to do is be in a situation where, one, anybody feels like they're and putting themselves in a compromising position, right? But then I don't walk around the house with a mask on to be around people that I care about. So we're going to do this the right way. We're going to get tested ahead of time. Show me your test results. And I have, like, in our chat, you got to upload your test results before we're all getting together. And then we're good. And then you can have a good time and you can be safe in the process. But
so, Angel, real quick, not to cut you off, but see, here is the twofold to that. Because what people have to understand is if you're going to get tested before you get together with people, you have to make sure you stay in a bubble until you go. So we
do rapids. So they come to the house before you go in. So twofold, we do it that way. Or when you like before you fly now, well, like we're going to Hawaii like in a couple of weeks, you gotta have your test results to even get on the plane.
Wow.
Nice. But see, and the only thing I don't like about rapids is that they're only about 50% accurate. However, if you're showing symptoms, then they're pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Moore said New York City is insane. So Kevin, tell us what, because I keep hearing that. What are people doing? And one thing I do hear, guys, is a lot of people complain, like when the restaurants had to be shut down. It's like, why are we complaining? They're doing what they have to do to keep us safe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And and my thing, Angel, with what you guys are doing, it's like when you're taking those type of steps, I mean, come on, it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, but you're doing what you got to do so that you can live and have some form of, normalcy. Deborah D. Brown says it's hard for New York because everyone is on top of each other and it's too crowded. Distancing is a real chore. Plus, we are running from the homeless and people not wearing masks. It's a lot of work trying to stay safe. Wow. Yeah. That's interesting. So, what I would suggest, and I got this from my doctor, because when I went to the doctor's office, I'm like, why is she wearing two masks?
I got a clear one and the other one.
Yeah, she said, she goes, to make sure you protect yourself, she said, even if you have your fashion mask, she said, wear the doctor one under it and then put that one on top of it. She said, but two masks is really what you need to wear.
Yeah. Fauci came out and said that as well.
You're right. It's crazy. People don't listen. They don't. And so we just have to make sure we do our part to keep us and our loved ones safe. And I think that's the key. We can't do nothing about what other people do. But it's just like, Angel, before you step through this threshold,
right?
Let me see that paperwork.
Okay. Yeah. Especially when you have kids, you want to be cognizant of that. Yeah.
Because all of my kids had COVID, and it was so,
man.
It was the most nerving couple of weeks, let me tell you. Because it's just like everything flashes before your eyes, the what if, and it's like you're believing God, but that that what if always pops in your mind. Like my son who has severe asthma. My son has had to be hospitalized several times, near death experiences because of the respiratory issues, and then he has COVID. So as a parent, I'm like, oh, like this is scary. It's a lot. So we have to be careful. And I think that one thing that this has done is it has taught us how to enjoy ourselves, how to enjoy our families, because I know for me, and then you guys can say it for yourselves, but I was so on the go all the time and had, so much going on that I forgot what it was like just to enjoy myself, just to sit at home and watch a movie, and I felt like I had to be around people to enjoy myself. And so it taught me that, listen, you can be here with your cup of coffee and the TV or with your Bible or whatever, and enjoy yourself and be just fine. Like, you don't have to be around a bunch of people. Right. But I always surrounded myself around a lot of people. Not only that, it taught me how to really enjoy my children, because a lot of times we get into parent mode, but it's like, do this, but we really don't spend quality time with them. And we're passing them to the next sitter, we're passing them to the next nanny, or we're passing them to whoever's going to watch them while we do all this traveling. Well, guess what? When all my traveling shut down, it forced me to really bond with my children. And it's been a beautiful thing.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I gotta run.
I know you do. We're gonna go, you guys. People are trying. Okay, Kevin Moore, real quick. People are trying to access the vaccines, but having a hard time. They're always running out. Wow, that's in New York. Seniors who are not tech savvy having problems registering for the vaccines. Oh, I didn't even think about that, because there are seniors who are not as tech savvy as us. So listen, guys, we got to run today. Thank you so much to Angel for jumping in at the last minute and filling in for Pastor Mo. Montre, you will be back. I promise you will. Thank you so much.
What you trying to say? I'm not going to be back. I wasn't going to get co-host. Is that what you're telling me?
That just goes without
you
saying.
You said, Montre, you going to be back. You said, Angel, thanks for filling in for Monique. Back.
No. Because let me tell you. Angel already knows how we do. Like, we ask for stuff, but already in our mind, we feel like we know, like, as long as the time works out, it's like, you'll do it. Like, you're my cousin. You're going to do it. Like, you're going to leave me hanging? No. So I'm just like, oh, Angel, no, I'm going to ask her again. So whatever. Moving on. But thank you guys so much. And I promise, guys, we will be back next week. We will have a full-blown show. We're going to try our best to start on time at 8:30. So please stick with us, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you for the invitation. Bye, everybody.